Just pitch it out there. Look at that. As soon as it hit the water, that's a good fish too. Really good fish. Look at that one. Alright, so today I'm going to show y'all my setup for jig and bobber, how I rig it, what I use, and how to fish it. So right here I've got a monkey milk shad body from Crappie Killers. Link will be in the description as always. I got an 1/8 ounce jig head, pink jig head with a sickle hook, 6-pound Mr. Crappie with a loop knot. Up here I got just a peggable float. These right here are my favorite. I love how sensitive they are when you get them on the water. And I'm fishing about, I'm gonna probably fish about that deep, about 1.5 feet, maybe a little less. And that's the setup right there. It's pretty simple, really. I'm gonna pitch out here, let the bobber kind of get settled. Look, one's already on there. Sometimes, y'all, that'll happen. Sometimes just getting the bobber out there, a fish will find it with just that initial sink down. Oh, he stuck me pretty good. Just that initial, with that initial fall down. So let's see. All right, another one already had it. That's the one thing though, y'all, with these bobbers, they don't clamp very good. I love how the action of them, but God, they don't stay put. I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. Yep, another one. Didn't even, I mean, it's just hitting the water. This thing is gonna start doing this really bad. I hope not. Just the same thing. I mean, once you find them, it's really easy to catch them too. So I just pop it, let it sit. When you see that happen, it's a fish. Just like that. That's a nice fish too. Beautiful colors on that fish too. Oh, there he goes. Came right off. See if we can get another one real quick. Yep. Oh, golly, this thing's gonna keep doing that. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it's getting really bad. I've been using these for a while now. This one's like the worst one. All right. My line's all twisted. Y'all bear with me. Okay, we're good. This thing's already slid. I can already tell. Here we go. We'll see. I might have to switch up bobbers because this one's going to keep doing that. That's not good. Just pitch it out there. Look at that. As soon as it hit the water, that's a good fish too. Really good fish. Look at that one. That is a slab. Y'all, that is a monster jig and bobber fish. Come on. Golly, there we go. Monster jig and bobber fish. Right. That was a good fish. I gotta be quiet because this water's pretty clear. I don't want to spook these fish. It's got some flow to it, which is interesting. I think I went too deep on that one. There's one. Well, that fish is little, but he is crazy. Look at him fighting. Oh, it's a little sandy. That's why. So it's real simple. I mean, you just got to find the fish. But the catching part with this is super simple. It's fun watching that cork go under. So you just, once it gets there, you just pop it. I didn't even have to pop it on that one. A lot of times too, you don't really have to pop it. Like I said, you just get to sit it there and they'll jump on it. So once again, just pitch it out there. And then just pop, pop, pop. And the fish jumps on there. It's real simple. God, that fish has got some interesting colors on that. That's a beautiful fish. Huh, look at that fish's coloration. It's a white crappie, but it's got some interesting colors on it. Really pretty fish. Very pretty fish. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Oh, he had it. Every time I get bit and set the hook, this bobber comes through. That's what I'm noticing. That is what I'm noticing. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Goes under. It's another keeper. Beautiful creek fish. This bobber came up a little bit. It wasn't that deep. And then you're gonna have to play with the depth. You'll get a little depth figured out of what them fish like. And that's what you got to figure out. This one's, oh, I thought this one had that same pretty coloration. Oh, that's another good keeper fish. Beautiful crappies. These are all white crappies too so far. There's some blacks in here, but definitely more whites. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Let it sit. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Let it sit. See? And sometimes that bobber will just kind of dump, and that's it. It won't get pulled under, won't nothing happen to it, but just that thump. That's all you'll see. And I use these clamp-on ones when I'm fishing shallow like this, just because the slip cork is more trouble when you have to rig it up after you break off, so that's why I use these. Twitch, 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 let it sit. Fish jumps on there. It's cool, the water's clear. You can see them swimming around. People that say crappie don't fight, I've heard that before. You catch them this way, they fight. So that bobber is a little too shallow, I think. We'll go about there. I don't think it even moved, but we'll fish it. I think it's too shallow. Didn't get bit. Yeah, we're gonna go a little deeper. And that's what I'm saying, you have to just play with the depth, because crappie are weird fish. If it's too deep or too shallow, they won't hit it. They will not hit it. And that happens a lot too, you know, twitch, 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 and they slow down. What happens is these fish kind of move around. There's another one. It's a nice one there. Look at that fish jump out of the water. Did y'all see that? That's a nice fish too. The fish literally jumped out of the water. God, that's a beautiful fish. On that Crappie Killer monkey milk, it works, y'all. Twitch, twitch. And what I was saying is these fish move back and forth, so you might have to fan cast a little bit on them, because these fish are not holding on any structure. These fish are just out in the open. And that's pretty rare for creek fish, to be honest, but it sure makes it easier to fish this jig and bobber. And it's a lot funner to fish this jig and bobber, I'm telling you. Ah, oh, that one came off. These little vines right here are the worst thing to get hung up in. Okay. This thing keeps tangling around the end of this. There we go. All right. And they're gonna, that one, I felt that one hit it through the bobber. It's pretty funny. Another pretty fish. The key is just finding fish. That's really the key with this. There we go. It's a good fish. Another keeper fish. This fish has got some pretty colors on him. This water's pretty clear. He'd be close. I think he'd keep though. And you'll experiment with the retrieve pattern too. Sometimes they want it back in this again. That is not gonna let me go either. All right. And what I was saying was sometimes you have to change the pattern, the retrieve on these. Sometimes they want it really twitch, or sometimes they don't want it moving at all. You just kind of have to experiment and see what works best on the given day. I think I'm too shallow. You notice if I get a little too shallow, the fish don't bite it. So you go a little deeper, about like that, and they start biting. So see if that works. That one should get bit. And like I said, these fish move, so if you start slowing down, just fan cast around until you find them again. Try different areas, move around. See? Just switching that just a little further that way. Got one. Little one, but it's crappie. Telling y'all, there is nothing like creek fishing in the winter. I live for it. It's so fun. That one, the bobber just went sideways. That'll happen too. The bobber will go sideways or it'll just fall over too. But yeah, this creek action is just, I live for it. It's so fun. No boat needed. You just got to get out there and look. That's really what it is. Just got to get out there and look around and put the time in and scout and search, and it'll pay off. Let's see. Go a little further that way. I need a new jig. Yeah, so these are the jigs right here. Monkey Milk, Crappie Killers. I've got a box coming out pretty soon from Crappie Killers. Just you know, just what colors I use typically, what I'm doing good with. So y'all be sure to be on the lookout for that. This thing is not wanting to. There we go. Times when that bobber goes in that shade, it looks like it gets hit. Yeah, I knew that jig came up. Feel it. It's the biggest downfall with those style bobbers that I'm finding so far. There's one. A little better one, I think. Oh yeah. He's mean. Barely hooked too. Surprised he didn't pop off. So much fun, y'all. Oh, see that it went under. Uh-oh. Got a loop. That's not good. God dang it. Okay, there it goes. And just like that, you know, the bite will slow down. You got to walk up or down or fan cast in a different place till you find them again. But I really think that's part of the fun. Just pitching around, looking for them. Sure is fun. And they seem to, you know, this is the one thing that is here is shade. So I mean, shade is technically kind of like a structure cover, you could say. So that would be the one thing that's holding them here, the shade. Little fish, little one. Little one, yeah. There's little bitty ones over there. Still fun. I'm all for catching fish. I'm all for it. I'm gonna go a little further over there and see. Maybe they're that way too. Might not be. There's one. So fun to fight them all the way back. So yeah, hopefully that helps y'all. Jig and bobber. This is the rig right here. Simple, simple. I hope y'all enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. Sorry for my hair, it's crazy, I know. And yeah, check out more videos. I've got a lot more creek stuff coming out. Be on the lookout for those jig boxes coming out soon too. And thanks for the support, everyone. I can't thank y'all enough. I couldn't do it without y'all, and I love putting this content out there for y'all. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. I hope this helps.